Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. EA Sports College Football continues a familiar feel for us here on a Thursday night. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense will go to work first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism.
But, and he's got room. And that one could serve a lot of purposes. You knock all the butterflies out, you get your first completion.
Yeah, and I agree. You know, the first completion, you get hit, and I always loved it as a player on the first drive to when you got hit, you got that out of the way, you get the butterflies out of the way, then you kind of settle and you realize, all right, this is just football.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Oh, it's a fumble! And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. I don't know if it was, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Right back to it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Lets it fly. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. And we'll see 2 guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Jukes his way for more. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Rebels right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Running inside, it's Lacey.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Under fire. He sacked this defense all over him.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. He's got it along the sideline. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Pulls it in. It's Nicholas. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Caught in the backfield. It's Nicholas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. There he goes. Picks up the first down. The 50, the 40, the 30, running inside the 20, into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go right back to the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football.
Snags it, and there's running room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Rebels offense is back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Still on his feet. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Floating away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Off the RPO, complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. The short hands, it's Hobbs. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Unloads it left. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for space. It's Lacey. Here's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22.
Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Rebels line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Timeout, Duke. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 25 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They started this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move, it's Lacey. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Making side adjustments here. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grant. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered. Just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. Close to the first down. To mark him just a little short. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Haas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Lacey. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning to.
There's some room. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to it. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He's spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Moore. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stakes. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Running inside, it's Lacey. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. On target to the left. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Got a man. It's Nicholas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just got the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Blue Devils head quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. The Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The #1 rule for any offense. Gentlemen, protect your quarterback. When you do, good things happen.
The #1 rule for a defense is to affect the quarterback, or bad things happen to you. Didn't affect the quarterback. Too much time, too clean. You're supposed to frazzle them. You're supposed to find a way to make them feel uncomfortable so they don't have time, so they rush their thought process. That wasn't it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Sweet cut there. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Timeout, Duke. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Fighting off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Hey, kill it. 496, tsunami.
To the air on first down. Rush is on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Pocket breaking down. He breaks a tackle. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quick step and go. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And the Rebels enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Got some room in into the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and he's out of bounds. 16 seconds left to get something done. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it's a sack. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up. Winning those individual 6-second battles every